What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to go over my top 4 MLB plays. We saw how that turned out in the last video that I gave out 4 plays. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, hitting that subscribe button, guys. We went 4 for 4 and cashed an 8x in the last video I made on Saturday. I did skip yesterday's football just because I wasn't really feeling up to making a video. I was traveling and everything, and it was just really hard. Plus, that last video got like 300 views because I couldn't edit the thumbnail. Very unfortunate, but those that watched did not regret it. 4 for 4 yesterday. On yesterday's video, I guess, the last video. And then yesterday in VIP, we crushed NFL. Guys, take advantage of the money back guarantee. $20 a month. If we don't profit on your first day, you get your money back. But this is how we're doing over in VIP. This is the 4 pick that I'm talking about that we took in the last video. You can go check that and verify that yourself. We took this in the last video. I put it in twice because I had some promo funds. So I took it for $70, cashed out $525 there. It was a 7.5x, I guess. Yeah. And then I did it again for $440 to cash out $3,300. So $3,900 just on that. And then yesterday we actually swept the board. I hit a league pick and then all of my NFL. So we had this 2-unit League of Legends pick right here, 200 to 600. We had this 2 pick with Eckler and Richardson. Unfortunately, Richardson didn't play, so that one refunded. We had Sermon and Bo Nix, cashed out 300 from 1 unit. And then we actually have a 6 pick that turned into a 5 pick. And all we need is Josh Allen to go under passing completions today to cash that 5 for 5. But I've already posted all of my MLB for tonight, guys, and the 4 pick that I'm giving you guys for free today, I actually have $1,000 riding on this just because I'm so confident, guys. I'm loving these picks today, and let's just get into it. No point in dilly dallying around, you know. But I do appreciate everybody hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button, and again, guys, just one more time I'm going to repeat it before we get started. Money back guarantee. You become a VIP member by joining the Patreon. $20 a month. If you join and do not make money on your first day of being in the VIP, open a support ticket. I will gladly refund your $20 to the payment method you used on Patreon. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't try and worm my way around it. If you don't profit on your first day, you get your $20 back. You keep your month of VIP. So go ahead and join up, guys. There's no reason not to. And let's get into today's picks. So some of these picks are popular picks. Some of them are not quite yet. It doesn't look like. So hopefully we can cash another 4 for 4. Like I said in the last video, I guess I'll repeat it again. A 4 for 4 like Wendy's. Let's cash it. And let's get into it. So I'm actually using my own website. This is going to release later this week, at most like 2 weeks from now. I'm trying to have it done by around the start of the NBA season. So hopefully I can have this completed by the time that happens. But what I like to do is use this for my research, and you can see this actually does projections for every single play for every single game. It runs 10,000 different simulations of each game for each player, and then it outputs all of that player's stats. So really, really nice. It shows you the odds on sports books right now, the probability based on those sports book odds, last 5, 10, 20, 24, the projection it gives it. So whether that player went over or under in more games in the simulations. And then you can actually go by hit rate. You can go by hit rate. You can go by the percent difference. So between the hit rate percentage and the implied odds percentage, whatever you want to do. I personally like doing the percent diff, but I'll go over this more in depth when I actually release it. As far as the betting predictor, if you want to sign up though, predictiveprofits.ai, and this will be on there very shortly. But what we like to do, we like to do percent diff right here, and we can see Sean Manaea total hits allowed 4.5. This is at minus 125 over on sportsbooks, so you can get it for a little bit better on sportsbooks, but it's a 1.6x over on Sleeper. So if we head over here, we do hits allowed, we can do over for Sean Manaea versus the Dodgers over or is it under or over? I apologize. Under. That's what I thought. Okay, I apologize. I misspoke and said over earlier. But Mania under 4.5 hits allowed versus the Dodgers, and we can take a look, and we can see the implied probability of this is a 55.5% hit rate. He went under in 65% of the simulations, which is around a 10% difference. He went under in uh, he went under in 3 of his last 5, in 8 of his last 10, and in 62% of games this season. So, I mean, I am just absolutely loving this. The under really shines out to me today for this one. So let's lock it in. I'm not sure how many strikeouts he's going to get either, though. So I don't really like taking his strikeouts over, but I'm loving taking his hits allowed under right here. So that's going to be one of my top plays of the day. And then we can just keep scrolling down just a little here. And we can see Juan Soto. This is going to be another play for us today. And this one is another one that does not have a goblin or a demon attached. It's just a regular play. So we can see Juan Soto over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Juan Soto, total hits, runs, and RBIs. This is minus 120 on sportsbooks currently, which is a 54 to 55% implied probability. The projections have him going over in around 61% of games, which is around a 6 to 7% difference there. He's gone over in 3 of his last 5, in 8 of his last 10, and in 60% of games this season. So I'm loving this pick today as well. We're going to start off with pairing that one. And then for our final two, it's going to get a little bit more interesting. We're going to take Ramirez over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs as well. This is in that same game, Yankees versus Guardians right here. And I'm just loving Ramirez today. We're going to go ahead and take a look at him. Ramirez, hits, runs, RBIs, 1.5. This is actually minus 130 on Sportsbook. So a little bit, the odds on Sportsbooks are a little bit more close than the minus 120s that we've been taking, which is a 56 to 57% implied probability. He went over in around 58% of simulations, which is a 1.3% difference. And he's went over in 3 of his last 5, 6 of his last 10, and in 59% of games this season. Now, this data, I will say that it's showing the projection data is all up to date. The data right here may be like 1 game off. 1 game, maybe like 2 tops. I think it was last updated like 2 days ago. So if it's off by like 1%, 0.1%, that's why. But loving this so far. And the last pick is the one I will be completely transparent with this. I'm going to give you guys 2 options. You can pick whichever one you want. But one of them is going against Manea, and I have him getting a hit. And one of them is in the other game. So obviously I want to take the one. My heart wants to take the one that is not against Manea because I have Manea's hits allowed under. But the person we're talking about is Ohtani. And Ohtani, he's the GOAT. Just going to be honest. He's the GOAT. So I'm leaning towards Ohtani. That's the one that I have in my 4 pick for $1,000. But I will give you guys an option, an extra option if you want to take it. But Ohtani to get 1 hit, this is an 8x. Again, I have this $1,000 to pay out $8,000. So hopefully this is the one that hits. But hopefully our last option does as well. We never know, right? But this is the 4 pick I'm taking, guys. We can search up Ohtani right here. And we can see total hits over 0.5. This is minus 210 on Sportsbooks. A 68% hit rate based on the odds. And then our simulations have him going over in 73% of games. I'm loving it. Let's lock it in. He's went over in 4 of his last 5, 9 of his last 10, and he's went over in 73% of games this season. So let's lock this one in, guys, for Ohtani. Over 0.5 hits. This is an 8x. Again, I have 1,000 to win 8,000 already locked in. There's no reason for me to lock it in right now. But guys, let's lock it in. Let's go 4 for 4 today. The last pick that I was a little bit iffy on, but would replace Ohtani with if you're not feeling comfortable with Ohtani. And it's going to be Aaron Judge over 0.5 hits for that one. So that one would pay 8x the same way. And for Judge, it's very similar. Instead of a 73% hit rate, it has him at around right of 70%. Minus 185 over on Sportsbooks. So let's lock in, guys. Let's go 4 for 4 today. If we do, I'll pick somebody to win a free month of VIP. Just leave a comment down below and make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next one, and let's cash out today.